It's not going great. I want to, you should know.
Just tell him he shouldn't stick his dick in crazy.
Are you saying I'm crazy? Are you kidding? Don't shrug. I'm not crazy. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, sometimes you can be a little fucking crazy. I mean, I don't know.
What? Listen, the only time I could be even remotely considered crazy is the coke thing.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
what?
You've been doing okay? You're not.
I'll be honest.
Don't sigh. Don't sigh.
What do you mean don't? What do you mean don't sigh?
That was a disappointment sigh. What is going on? Because I don't know anything about what's going on in your life right now, and it bothers me. I feel like I don't see you.
Okay.
We don't talk when you come home. You don't even come home anymore.
That's not true. I do come home.
I haven't seen you.
I go to the apartment. What do you mean? I'm just usually, sleepy. Anyway. What the fuck was I? Oh, the coke thing. This past week I've been fine for the most part. But I'll be honest, the couple of weeks before that, oh my god, it has been a very bad go of things, and I have had several moments where I was like, wow, I wish I had cocaine, but no cocaine. I swear to you that.
You promise?
Oh, I promise. I have no problem admitting that there were several times where oh my god, I wanted some, but I did not partake. Would I have if I had access to it? I don't know. I would like to think that I wouldn't, but also I was having several moments of weakness.
Over what?
Where do I begin? The whole I've been just doing my best to fucking earn, because I don't want to have to, like, whenever I see you, I don't want to have to ask you for money, right? Because at last time I did it, I felt like shit, right? So I was like, I need to earn some cash, and I've been doing desperate things for it. I mean, shit, I stripped like 2 to 3 days ago.
I used to strip too. Go wild. Get that cash. Get that bag.
Yeah.
Did it work?
I mean, I got $300 out of it, so.
Nice. That's like a senior buns meal.
That's those things are only like $37 at most. Anyway, it's just been a lot. But I will say, it's been a little bit better the past, week and a half or so. I've been selling phone books for Andy. That is a pretty decent money.
What's going on with Michael Simone?
He's running for mayor. You didn't know that?
No, I knew that, but are you on his team? His or his board?
No, I am working. Okay, so me, Snow, Kareem, and
DuPont. Whoa! What?
Okay.
Kareem and DuPont?
Kareem? We're not. Yes, we're not working with. I mean, we are.
Tell him. Pause. Tell him that I absolutely fucking miss both of them, and I hope they're doing well.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'll let them know. They're around in the mornings. So whenever, it's usually me, Snow, DuPont, and Kareem. We've come up with the idea that we're going to try and buy all of the train tracks / a couple of train cars up north, so we can, run cargo trains to and fro from north to south. And Michael Simone has made that a part of his platform to really get that up and running. But if I'm honest, I have backing from every single mayoral candidate, including Thoroughbred and Stelio, and
I like Stelio.
Yeah, Stelio's a good guy. I talked to him today. Hopefully, I can have him chat with Michael tomorrow. Michael's wanting to see if he can, more or less absorb Stelio into his thing, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Stelio's a pretty proud guy. So, anyway. I'm not working on his like board. I'm close with close-ish with Michael and Jenny and stuff. And we're
I was
working
for
alongside them. But
context. For context, I heard all about this through. I don't know what the fuck is going on my radio. Oh my god, I probably cut everyone off on radio. I had a 0 and I. Oh man.
oh,
Oh fuck.
We'll get somebody out there.
what do you mean?
When I said it was 10-7 before, I like the volume was off, but I had the radio on, so I think I probably cut off radio traffic by accident. Oh well. I spoke to Reggie Might yesterday.
Oh,
I ran into him and he was telling me that Michael was running and he told me that you were somewhat potentially involved in his campaign.
yeah, in a way, sure, but it's more indirectly. It's mostly dealing with the train stuff.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make this note. I'm working with Stelio about the wildlife conservation stuff, and
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw this out there. I know you said that your ship has sailed.
Mm-hmm.
I was asked by Slacks to help be the front runner to rebuild a department for wildlife conservation, and even suggested stuff like trying to push to get a truck with a light bar. He wants me to go all out. Are you constipated?
I'm doing my best to convince myself to not slam my head against this brick wall.
Listen, I wasn't guaranteed anything, but I was told to suggest vehicles that I think would be needed for something like that.
2352 request.
He asked me what kind of vehicles I would need. I said, I don't know. He goes, well, I mean, you should be looking into things that would work for the area, like a truck. Come here. For the record, I'm aware that you like blood, sweat, and tears over trying to make that a thing and get funding.
Yeah.
It was quite literally like I know. Trust me. I'm aware. I know. I really want to try and do right by it. I spoke with Tessa. She gave me suggestions on, I guess, good ways to approach trying to rebuild something. Slacks has practically told me that he wants somebody with some experience to be the front runner for it, and I want to make it a thing. So just know that if, you know, stuff doesn't work out, there's always, I guess you could say, an open invitation, but I don't know.
Echo 77, 10,
Fine.
24, 10, 8.
You okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
That's good. You know, I am glad to hear that, you know, you potentially have that opportunity, and I think that you should follow through with it, especially because I know that when you're interested in it too, you know, you want to hold on to what was and what now could be. I think you should continue to do so.
Ziggy, I don't know how long PD is gonna last for me though. Is the thing. I'd like to think I'll be staying here, but
what do you mean by that?
Ziggy,
what?
I was hesitant to take the position to start with.
What does that mean, Flop? What does that mean?
Okay, last time I had to explain this. This is the reality. Once upon a time, I worked in a police department that you did too. And do you remember the exact point of derailment?
Oh, God.
When the government got involved? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be here for that again. If we have a government that gets too close to the sun, you bet your fucking ass I am absolutely not gonna stay here for the same ride that I tried digging us out of before. So yeah, I mean, shit. At a moment's notice, I mean, this could all go away. But I'm not gonna limit myself over the idea of something that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. Anything is possible.
Okay. All right. Is there any other grievances and or concerns that you have with me or that we would like to address?
Yeah, I would love to know what has been going on with you. We haven't really gotten to that at all. What is new with you? So this not a cult, maybe cult. What is going on?
All right. All right. So, I'll tell you how my day usually goes. Okay. In the morning, I hang out with Snow, Kareem, DuPont, and maybe some other people, depending on who's around. You know, we talk business. I talk to mayoral candidates, particularly Michael Simone, and you know, I've only spoken to Thoroughbred like once or twice, but whatever. You know, that's usually just business stuff. I'm selling phone books, whatever. In the evening, whenever it gets a little bit later in the day, or I guess it's just, you know, afternoon, not really evening, because whatever. Anyway, I've, you know, been, you know, making a lot of new friends, meeting a lot of new people, and I've been hanging out with a group of people in particular. They have started a group, a club of some sorts, and I believe not I believe, I am a part of it. That is where I'm at. That's what I'm doing.
Who's all in it? Who's all with you?
It's it uh that is a good question. I'll be honest, I don't even know the scope. There's a lot of people. Barry, you know, Edbert,
Well, no wonder he's trying to fuck you still.
yeah.
If you walk into the knife, it's still sharp no matter what way you walk into it.
Okay, I'm not gonna walk into the fucking knife, all right?
Jesus Christ. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, and I've just been hanging out with them. It's been nice. Honestly, I've been working at Senior Buns a little bit. I recently fixed my Group 6 van, so I've been doing that as well.
Yeah, by the way, your cost to get that out was nothing. We just had to deal with somebody who had to call and complain over a $15,700 fine just to get their vehicle out.
Crazy. Okay. Anyway, right. But yeah, I've been, you know, I am, you know, hanging out with them quite a bit. Honestly, it's been fun. I've been having a good time with it. You know, I'm staying out of trouble, keeping my nose clean, literally. That's mostly been it. Yeah. They like to get into a little bit of trouble. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is a question I asked Winston a very long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
This was around the time he was asked about coming back to the PD, and when he said that he feels like he's earned his spot and would like to try and work his way back in.
Mm-hmm.
And they offered him a position in a janitorial position.
That's crazy.
And yeah,
by the
he
way.
said
Jesus.
he said, "Go fuck yourself. I've made my name known in this PD. The fact that I am just below everybody and am expected to mop floors is a spit in the face."
Yeah.
And he was, you know, going a different avenue. Told me that, you know, he had considerations for things. Can I help you?
Oh. Oh, Ed is on the phone. Wait, was that Ed? Ed, is that you? You're okay, Ed. Sorry, we didn't know. Yes. Anyway,
I want
go
to make
ahead.
sure no one was
Sorry.
eavesdropping.
Yeah. It's
Or
fine.
I was getting
Me too.
robbed. Who the fuck knows?
No, me too. Yeah, it's fine.
But he was telling me, you know, that he wants to live his life freely.
Mhm.
He felt like his ship has sailed,
Mhm.
and that the PD wasn't the vision for him anymore. And I said that's fair. And I asked him a question. I said, if you had to, would you?
Mhm.
And he told me that if he could avoid me, he would like to.
Mm. Okay.
I'm gonna ask you the same question because if they're getting involved in shit, I want you to be honest with me.
Mhm.
If you had to, would you?
What? Okay, this is. You're gonna need to be more.
You're
plain
hanging out with
me here.
people who are, as you say, are getting into shit.
Uh-huh.
They're not gonna stop getting into shit
Right.
because one person is hanging out with them.
Okay.
Are you getting into shit too? If you had to?
I know about things.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
don't
No,
tell
I'm
me
not
to.
gonna.
I don't want to know.
I don't. No, I know. No, I know. I have the opportunity to. I'm doing my best to not be involved. One, it's one. One, you know, there's quite a bit that doesn't really interest me. Two, it's dangerous and risky, and you know, I think you know, I'm more hands off.
Okay.
But okay, can you clarify what you mean by if it with the question exactly? Speak plainly. I'm a fucking dumb bitch.
Not as dumb as me, but it's okay.
Well, all right. Okay.
I was implying with Winston at the time, if he had to do something violent and he were to see me, would he do it? And he told me that he would avoid it if he could.
Well, my answer is going to be a straight no to you, Flop. Of course not.
I know times are different, and I know that question doesn't hold as much weight as it maybe once did, but
I have
you have to understand where like I'm coming from, right? I don't care that you hang out with the people that you do. I'm not fond of Barry. So that's the fact that I'm pretty sure you guys are straight fucking, but that's
okay.
nor
We are not
here or
fucking.
there. That's
we
fine.
are not fucking.
That's
okay?
fine.
Barry's a straight guy, and also I'm not attracted to him. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
My point being is it comes down to the formality, right? I don't care what you do. To be honest with you, as long as you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah.
But obviously, in that phrase, there's limitations. So I want to make sure you're staying at least safe.
Don't worry. I'm gonna be safe. Also, in turn, with that question, I don't think that, you know, I don't see myself arriving at a point like that. I mean, you know, I suppose anything's possible. So I'll pose another question to you. Let's say something were to spark up where I had to do something violent. If I were to call you to say, hey, you know, it would more or less be a heads up to whatever you may get called in for. Obviously, I can't tell you to not respond to things because you have a job and I don't expect you to not do your job. But maybe just would you be okay with taking a back seat rather than, because I don't, I don't know what exactly these guys plan on getting up to. I know there's some of them have sort of a resentment towards police officers. Do I know to what extent? Not really. But also I want to make sure that, you're safe. So if I were to give you a heads up, yeah, like I said, I'm not asking you to not respond to this, that, or the other. You have a job to do, and I know that you're gonna do it how you need to. I would just like you to be careful and maybe take a back seat to whatever it is.
I get what you're saying. You and I both know that that would end very badly if that were to come up. Not only one, from the sworn duty side, I'm not gonna take a back seat while people get hurt.
Sure.
From a realistic
Sure.
side too, if you were to call me and something were to happen to you, and let's just say for shits and giggles they were to, I don't know, subpoena your records, how's that gonna look on me?
It won't be via my phone. It never would be. I know how this shit works.
I don't want to know. I'd rather just live on the assumption that you're going to be as safe as you can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to hope that we never have to see that day.
I'm going to make sure that we don't. Yeah.
Does that answer work better? I know that leaves it very open-ended. But I'd rather live off the assumption of knowing that you're giving me your word. And then I won't have to see that day. And I'll be honest, if I do, then hey, I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But
I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
ahead.
I was done. I was just making my point.
How obviously this isn't anywhere near the same situation, but I'm curious how things went with Seaside once upon a time. What was like the back and forth there, if there was one?
It slowly fizzled out. I know Seaside had their issues toward the end with some stuff, and that's I'll give you the shortened version, not like the super short because you won't get info. I'll give you like the backstory brief and then just sort of where that ended. I was the only cop that was willing to investigate a dead member of the Vagos who was blooded out by a family member. A fellow Vago killed a fellow Vago.
Yeah.
And I investigated it. And during that time, multiple people got blooded out, and it was very obvious, and I had record of it. And I approached multiple scenes that showed clear indication. The reason my relationship with Seaside was so strong was because everybody that started Seaside were all those Vagos members that were blooded out, who all appreciated the fact that even though it was a gang who outnumbered me entirely, I was willing to try and get justice for a fallen friend of theirs, and for a lot of them, a fallen family member. And the relationship that I worked off of with Benji and with Seaside was that I have a heavy respect for all of you. I don't have to agree with what you do. This is my stance with every gang. I don't have to agree with what a gang does, but I have to respect what they do, because regardless of my involvement in or not involved at all, they're going to conduct a line of business no matter what. And I think respecting what they do, not only one allows you to learn more about it, but two, keeps things mutual. If every other cop is hated, at least I know that some of those members are going to look at me and say, hey, you know, that guy's not too bad. Maybe one day that will mean that my life gets spared. So with Seaside, I made it clear with them. I had a build up with them before they formed. And when they did form, the line for them was just understand that I have a job to do. And if something were to come up, understand that I'm going to have to do my thing and that it's not personal. I don't want to form a bond of personal relation to, you know, hey, I'll let you off the hook because, you know, you're chill with me and I'm chill with you. Understand that in the line of work when I'm wearing the uniform, I still have a job to do and I'm still going to have to fulfill it at its full capacity. Just understand it's not personal to my respect I have for you guys. And they understood that. And I arrested them more times than not. I hate to say it. I was in a lot of shootouts with them. Granted, it was shift 3 and you know, shift 3, we were not heavy on units. I didn't really have a choice to go to a lot of those.
Okay.
I don't know if that gives you clear detail. I was very careful with my line. I mean,
Yeah.
outside of that one time, we definitely didn't buy a car bomb.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. Allegedly. Outside of that one time, I never crossed that line, ever.
Right.
So.
Okay. Sort of like, you know, don't ask, don't tell, but crime instead.
What? Did that make sense in your head?
Yes.
Say that again.
Like a. All right. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Right. I'm
Anyway.
glad we're on the same page.
Anyway. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, Flop. You know, when it comes to violent things, the only time I would, I can't justify that really, unless somebody has got a hold of somebody that I care about, and I have no issues talking to you about that. I've told you that, you know, there was that guy that one time, you know, a long time ago. Anyway, yeah.
Let me ask you a question, because now I'm curious. What if I'm the person being held?
That's a line for me. They'll have to fucking kill me too, frankly. You know, that if for whatever reason you become, you know, the object of their ire, then I am too, you know.
Are they aware of that?
Oh yeah. You know, and I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that nothing like that ever happens. And I think that they would also respect that. But if for whatever some godforsaken, you know, line of horrible events, you know, the stars aligned in the most shitty way possible, and that's the case, they would have to kill me. But that's not gonna happen, and I'm gonna.
I don't think it is either. But I wanted to.
Everything in my power to make
that was
sure.
the devil's advocate. I wanted to know how you felt about that. I wanted to just get your insight.
Don't get me wrong. You know, there's a lot of people that I've met there that, you know, I mean, I would call them very close friends at this point. You know, there's sort of been a mutual agreement between, you know, me and them that I would also, you know, help them out in similar ways. But for whatever reason, if something like that were to happen, and, you know, you and them would be pit against one another, it's you every time, you know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That I can respect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
While I don't agree in, you hanging out with, questionable people, I understand that, bonds are very hard to make, especially in this city.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're happier where you're at right now, then I can't fault you for that.
Mm.
What are you doing?
Just making sure.
What the fuck was that?
Sniffing the bushes. They were gonna tell me if somebody was in them. Making sure. Anyway. Okay.
What?
I would
No,
like you to
no,
also
no,
what?
not okay. What the fuck was that?
I was sniffing to make
We
sure.
just had a moment, and you just went and huffed a bush. What the fuck just happened?
I was making sure nobody was listening. You know, I was double checking.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad we're on the same page with that. Also, I'd like for you to meet Barry and maybe have just a conversation and sort of establish your baseline or whatever, because Barry's not a bad guy. He's a little fucking dramatic sometimes, but he's kind of he's neat.
He
He's
hasn't met
cool.
drama until he's met me.
I'll be honest. You two are about the fucking same. You guys are really fucking dramatic. I don't know if he's as dramatic as you are, but I'll tell you what. You all right? You're dramatic, but once he starts spiraling, it's oh my god. There is no pulling up. The plane does not ascend. He's got to hit the ground, and then he's like, oh, everything's fine. It's actually insane, but whatever.
Well, I'll tell you what. When is he normally around? When are you both normally around? Because
he's yeah. Hello.
Got stuck a little bit.
Hello.
hi.
Are we up?
Oh, sorry. Hi.
Oh.
Oh,
Is everything okay, sir?
I hope so.
What do you mean by you hope so?
I'm a doctor, and
Oh.
I'm very scared of leaving the hospital because everybody gets hurt outside of the hospital. So I figured if I wanted to go and vote for Miss Cantor, but because she's helped me out so much, I didn't want to just leave her hanging, and then Miss Pixie kind of gaslight me into doing it, and I didn't have Mr. Reed this time, so I wanted to at least sneak that way I wouldn't get hurt.
Did you manage to
Hey,
sneak that way?
Infinite Outlaw, thank you for the 10-month resub.
but
Can we get a bunch of hearts,
clearly
please, in chat for
do
the
a very good
resub?
job,
Thank
'cause
you.
Here we are.
Well, you did sort of just sneak all the way up to us.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm actually legally blind, so I kind of got blinders on, and I can really only see where I'm looking.
Huh.
So
Okay.
I didn't really notice you guys until I walked up to you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Or are you trying to make your way back into the hospital?
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people over there by the door, and I'm scared.
Flop, you want to help guide him in?
Yeah, I can work on that.
All right.
I'll
I'll be here. It's fine. I don't mind.
Okay,
I can
yeah.
wait. Yeah.
I'll be right
Do
back.
you think you could like hide me?
What do you? What, you need to be hidden from who exactly?
Nobody's
Anybody.
gonna hurt you.
You say that, but someone said that there was snipers on the roof the other day, and then I tried to leave the hospital.
Just to clarify, do you need to get in the hospital or do you need to get out of the hospital?
I need to get back in the hospital so I can save people's lives. I don't like seeing people hurt, and I don't like getting hurt.
Alright.
I'm scared.
Put your mask on.
Because the last time I walked outside of the hospital, I got punched in the head as soon as I walked out the doors, and then someone hit me with a car.
All
I
right.
didn't even make it 20 feet.
Go ahead and put your mask on.
Did you say
Okay.
Pixie gaslit you? Because it sounds like you may need therapy
What?
from her.
Yeah,
She said
maybe.
she wouldn't do it.
Okay, that doesn't sound like something she should
She
deny.
said I
Okay.
didn't need it
Oh.
and that
Oh.
I'm fine. I'm not broken at all.
Hmm.
But then
What's your name?
my name is Arthur Klaus. It's a pleasure to meet you, brother.
Hi,
You're
hi.
not gonna hurt me, are you?
No, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
He's a cop.
Arthur, why don't you put your mask on, and I'll get you back in safely.
You promise?
I promise.
Do you have a
Flop.
plan?
Do I have a plan? Yeah, I'm gonna throw handcuffs on you and walk you inside.
What? Then I'm gonna look like a criminal. That'll make people think that I'm a bad person.
Yeah, but then you have
and
a
then I
mask
won't be able
on,
to-
and everybody with
Yeah.
a mask on is just assumed
They'll
to
leave
be
you
a
be.
criminal.
What?
Yeah.
But then everybody's gonna know it's me. Cause
No,
last time I
because then you're
tried
gonna
to
take the
change
mask
my
off and
outfit,
you're gonna be like, hey, what's up, guys?
I have to walk back to the dressing room at some point in this. Can we think of another plan? I'm sorry.
All right.
I
New-
mean, I
new-
could just sneak over that
Yeah,
once everybody's gone.
New plan. Yeah, you sneak over there by yourself. Good luck.
Okay, I'm sorry to bother you guys.
No,
it's
you're-
Thank
okay.
you.
You're good, Arthur. Just you be safe, all right?
Best of luck.
You guys as well. Have a good rest of your day. All right.
Thank you,
all right.
Arthur.
Okay.
Good
You be-
luck.
oh.
You got it. Hey, Flop.
I thought we
You
just
ever
got
hear
rolled
that-
up on by Splintersville.
same.
I don't fucking. What's up?
Oh, he really is blind.
Holy shit. You don't want to be recognized. You just got approached by two people.
Hey, Flop, you ever heard that joke about being gaslit? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah, that's okay.
What about
Sorry, I'm also just listening.
I didn't want to leave, but Miss Pixie said that if I didn't go vote, that she'd tell Miss Kent that I
It's the same
didn't like her, and I didn't want that to happen.
Okay, come here. So, the joke about being gaslit?
Yeah, you ever hear the joke about being gaslit?
Yeah,
No, you haven't.
I have.
No, you haven't.
I promise you, I have.
Nah, you haven't.
Listen, I would know everything about being gaslit, and I have personally heard the joke. I don't think you've heard the joke.
I'm pretty sure you haven't heard the joke. In fact, I'm like really positive. I think that you are, kind of making up that you've heard the joke, actually, which is a little weird.
Have you ever
Kind of
played the
crazy,
game?
actually. I fucking hate you so much. I fucking hate you. Oh my god. God. Fuck you. I hate you.
Fuck
Anyway.
you and the joke you wrote it on. No, Ziggy, I've not heard the joke about being gaslit.
Yes, you have.
Have a great night, Ziggy.
No, we're not
What?
done here. I don't think. Are we? Fuck. I don't remember. Listen, okay, it's good to see you, and I want you to know that I'm earning money. I'm doing good. I'm doing my best to keep up. How are you? I'm not gonna ask you for money. I'm just curious as to how you are doing.
43 grand.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god!
Listen. Oh my god. Oh dear god.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Well, all right. Listen.
43 grand?
Yes.
Oh Oh my god.
Good news. I was gonna put it toward a house, and I heard. Did Etta talk to you? I don't remember.
Yes, yeah, Etta talked to me. We're all gonna fucking chip in. Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know right now what I can contribute. It's much less than that.
That's okay. That's fine. How much do you have to your name? Be honest.
I have around 20 right now.
That's not bad. What do you fucking mean?
It's not fucking 40.
43.
Fuck you. I don't mean that. Sorry.
When
God.
when are you and Barry normally around? I will gladly come around off duty, call you, and I'd like to meet. And you know,
he's around right now. But I am not. I'm about to go to bed.
Do you have his number? I just want to fuck with him real quick.
Oh my god, what do you mean you're gonna fuck with him?
Just let me cook. Give me his number. Let me cook.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do this and then I gotta go.
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Flop. All right, here you go. All right, I gotta go to bed. It's good seeing you. You're wonderful. I will hopefully stay up a little bit later.
All
oh
right.
my god, I have to
No,
go.
no,
There's
you're
dogs that are
fine.
just barking around
You're
here.
fine. You're fine.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
I got my fucking eye on you, you piece of shit. What? Oh man. Oh, that was a good conversation. That was actually a very what's the word I'm looking for? That was a very, how do I want to explain this? That was a very nutrient dense role play coercion between two people. That was good. That was good. All right. I think that was pretty good. I think that was a lot of fun. I think we learned a lot from that, and I'll be honest with you. There are a lot of things that are different with Flop in 4.0. Oh. Hello, Flap Dugong.
Hey, hard Edbert. I mean, hey, how's it going? It's Edbert.
Hey, oh my God, Edbert.
Hey, man.
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey, oh my God.
Hey,
You know,
listen.
hearing your voice is like, just makes my day.
I mean, you make my whole week.
You made my year.
Are we talking about time? No, yeah, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, listen, I floated an idea past Ziggy earlier today.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure the message got to you. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? You get to hang out with Ziggy Monday to Friday, and then I get you on weekends.
What did Ziggy say to that?
I think it was something along the lines of, Edbert, don't ever tell Flop this, but you are twice the man I could ever be and 5 times the lover, surely. And honestly, I would be honored for you to have any part of my love life.
Edbert, I would maybe on the weekends we could do like lunch and or dinner. Dinner's a nicer one. And we, you know, maybe we can work something out between you and I.
I think we can. I mean, when it's just this natural, you know, why ignore fate, really?
No, definitely. I mean, listen. I mean that's true. But, hey, can I ask you a quick question? Off the record, of course.
An off the record question. Okay, yeah, sure.
Is Barry okay?
Barry, okay? Yeah, he's doing great. Why?
Okay, because you have to understand the timing. I just gaslit him and called him, and I'm like, I got my eye on you, you piece of shit. And then I hung up, and I think he's really confused. And I let him know that I just wanted to, you know, meet my husband's boyfriend. So I didn't know if you were calling because of that, but
Husband's boyfriend? Wait, am I?
No, Barry's
The boyfriend?
Barry's probably fucking my husband. I'm it's possible. I'm not sure.
Well, you know, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it's probably happening. I reckon too. I just have a feeling.
Yeah,
so
it's
you know,
probably happening. All I'm saying is,
get even and get laid with Edbert.
That's what I'm saying is, I think the only way you get even and to balance out, you know, what is outweighed is to balance the weight out, right?
I agree. The karmic scales must be neutralized yet again. Otherwise, the entire universe will just be thrown into disarray. It's our civic duty to everybody
to fuck.
Ever. We have to fuck. Exactly.
You ever see those movies where, like, you know, you have to get, like, the stone to the glove to, like, save all of humanity?
Uh-huh.
You are the glove.
I'm the glove. You're gonna put your stone in my glove. Yeah.
I think we could save humanity, Edward.
I think the only applicable sentence to this was, we are inevitable, while wearing that glove and stone.
I think so. I mean, gloves could also be referred to as condoms. That's always something too, so something to bear in mind.
I think we'll be bearing a lot of things with each other.
Possibly. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah.
Edbert, was this conversation gonna go anywhere further? Or were you just calling a? I mean,
well, I was hoping it would go to the bedroom today, but I can wait a few days for dinner. Yeah. All right.
In the next few days, I plan on owning a house. Maybe I could have you over for, I don't know, coffee.
Sure. I love a bit of hot coffee.
I love a lot of things that are hot, and that's why we're on the phone with each other.
Well, I just got smashed by a car, but I look forward to smashing you next time. Awesome. All right, see you later, Flop.
I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Don't worry, we have to play into this. As long as we have the upper hand, that Edbert and Flop are in talking terms to fuck. That means Ziggy is safe from Edbert. That's all. That's all this means. Yeah, that works. All right. Flop gave himself up to save Ziggy. How courageous. What I'm saying. What if Flop is, like, honestly, when you think about it, he's actually a hero, right? Strangest way of Flop protecting Ziggy. Here's the thing with Flop, though, is think about all the ways that Ziggy and Flop have, you know, related. Slow down! All right. Holy crap. All right. Dispatch 125, show me 10-8. Join ADMC and then Ziggy can't kill Flop. Well, here's the fun part of everything that just happened. So there's actually a lot to break down right now.
EMS from Echo 77.
And a
I'm kinda new
lot
to learn.
that
Anybody willing to
I'm
come up
not
here?
disclosing,
Got a
but that was
couple people
actually
doing fist
probably
fights.
the most important conversation my character has had in all of 4.0 so far.
What's your 20?
Up in Sandy Shores, we were at.
I don't want
Nowhere
to say
Road,
much, but I definitely think
where that
if
new
anyone has
910
any inkling of care
47 just
of
popped up.
Ziggy and Flop's relation, that's gonna be a very important detail.
So just a group of folks just doing fist fights up here.
Echo 1276.
Consensual.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm so
What happened?
sorry. We're so sorry.
There's no we in this. There's a driver in a single pedal, and not only did you go blowing by me at Mach fucking Jesus,
What?
but you continued to drive.
I'm gonna take a quick nap.
I didn't hear
here,
your
and
siren.
I'll be 10-7.
You would have if you were doing 35.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Are you
we're
saying
on
I
our
was
way.
going faster than the speed of sound, sir?
In a truck that has a car on the back, probably gross weight with 2 fuel tanks at about 15,000 pounds, doing anywhere between 60 and probably 90 miles an hour. Where in an
There's
impact,
no
you're.
way we were going that fast.
I clocked you at 67.
No way.
I don't know. That's
Would
a
you like
little
to
quick
challenge
with
that?
2 cars. No.
Nah, I think we should challenge that. Go ahead and pull over.
Echo 20
Go and pull
is
off to the side of the road,
24B
please.
911 near Switchy PD, 10-8.
Dispatch 125, 1038, eastbound Vespucci, nearest cross Peaceful Street, tow truck. 2 times occupied.
Take them somewhere and
Engine off, please. Hello there, Flop through Gong LSPD, badge number 125. Could I get some license registration, please?
There you go.
Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Do you know the reason for the stop today, Dan?
Nope.
His name is Dean.
Is it Dean?
It's Dean. The state got my the printed. They printed it wrong. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Mr. Dean, reason for the stop today is because I clocked you doing 67 and then blowing a red light and then almost blowing a second one. While you were driving in opposing lanes of travel, swerving about inches from rear-ending me. Would you like to tell me what the fuck that was about?
I was not inches from rear-ending you. I was very in control of the truck.
Well, would you like me to tell you what you're not in control of right now?
No.
Following the law.
That sounds wonderful.
Mr. Dean, what the what were you doing?
I was trying to get this thing out of the apartment.
Yeah, it was a hazard.
It was a big hazard. It was blocking everything.
And we felt
It
the
was-
need to speed to take care
Well,
of it?
it was smoking too a minute ago and looks like it calmed down, but I was honest to God worried for the safety of everybody at the apartment.
Did you call 911 or fire department?
Well, no,
No, it
because
wasn't on
it
fire.
wasn't on fire. It was just we got the call to like bring it to the tow yard, and it was smoking a little bit, and like a smoking engine it's not the worst thing. You wouldn't call for that, but it was like that's why we were in a little bit of a hurry, just because we were a little bit worried for the safety of everybody. We're very sorry for speeding, and we'll be careful on our way up to the tow yard for sure.
Dean, have you been pulled over before?
Yup.
Have you gotten a citation before?
Yup.
Why are we repeating history right now?
I'm looking out for the safety of both of us.
That's very selfish. Considering, again, in an accident, I'm not worried about you being hurt because you guys won't be hurt. If you hit a little sports car, I promise you the 15,000 pounds that this thing is worth is going to absolutely obliterate anything in front of it, especially at the speeds you were doing, right? I'm gonna I'm gonna keep this simple with you. Okay. I'm gonna keep it like super just bare bone brass tacks. I'm willing to give you a verbal warning today. I'm gonna tell you now, and I'm gonna make sure that this is noted. If I catch you driving at excess speeds like you were, again in a heavy commercial vehicle, especially with a car in the back,
141, do we need 77s that can make their way to last on call?
I could articulate and arrest you for reckless driving.
Reckless driving.
Yes, which is a felony.
God. That's not good.
Yeah, I don't want to do that to you, Dean. So I need you to do me a favor and just remind yourself that you were driving a very heavy vehicle in opposing lanes of travel at excess speeds through intersections where people are operating legally. You were going to kill someone. I'm less concerned about you in an
I don't want to
accident.
do that.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily concerned for you in an accident as much as I am concerned about the person you would be hitting.
Yeah, probably. That wouldn't be too good.
Do you know the speed limit in the city?
Yeah, it's 35.
What about the highway?
I want to say 70, but I think it's 65.
It's 75. And then Route 68 is going to be 55. Sonora Road is also going to be 55.
That makes sense.
I don't want to see you driving like you were before. Because I am all about second chances. Now that we've had a nice discussion, and I've explained to you sort of the severity of the way you were driving, we're not going to be driving like this again, right?
Yep, that's correct, officer.
Okay. Well, Dean, I appreciate your time. I'm going to be getting back in my vehicle. Consider this a warning. No more driving like a maniac. Ma'am, I didn't catch your name in the passenger seat. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Guinevere.
Good to meet you, Guinevere. Again, my name's Flop. Please slow down a little bit, okay?
Sounds
You
good
got
to me.
it.
All right. Thank you so much. You guys have a good day.
You too.
I'm going to make this a very exciting time. Dispatch 125, clear traffic, back in service. That is, whoo, man, that feels good.
100, come back to the where you dropped us off.
Sorry,
76.
I'm gonna start pushing for reckless driving on people driving heavy vehicles. And I'm gonna make note of everybody who is driving like that, because I think we're gonna make a good push for reckless driving on vehicles that are incredibly heavy in weight, driving through intersections. Because it gets to a point where if we're keeping the honesty of the integrity of RP sort of the primary goal, not only in the PD but like for NoPixel, I feel like an officer realistically would look at a tow truck, which has 2 fuel tanks, a ginormous engine, a flatbed on the back. Oh, well, that guy just crashed up there. There would come a time where you should treat it with a little bit more severity. You good?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry, Mr. Officer.
Oh yeah, I witnessed that whole thing.
Oh, you saw it?
I
I
had a
saw it.
headache.
You saw the whole thing? Oh, God.
I had a headache and I saw my light flashing before my eyes and I'm scared.
She was
and
talking to
terrified, and
Jesus.
I'm crying.
All right.
Shut up, he's gonna arrest us.
I'm not gonna arrest you.
I'm scared.
I'm talking to Jesus.
Just do me a favor and slow down. You have to, wow, that's great. You see.
Mr. Officer!
Do you guys? Sure. Well, yeah, why not? Why the fuck not? Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, officer, you
Do you see the lights, sir?
Are you okay, officer?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just fine.
Officer, that man drove under your car, officer.
Damn right.
Officer, you might need to get your car checked.
Yeah, my car is probably fucked now. Listen, do me a favor. I need you guys to slow it down. As long as you're good, then we're good, all right?
I'll report them.
Okay,
I'll
Mr.
fucking report
Officer.
them to
There's nothing to
Alexander River.
Why are you even out? Wait, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus. Where did that guy come from?